I've had it, I'm done. Last night, this got broken right before practice, and no more. I've assembled here all of the things that you could possibly need for ringside repairs, sport repairs, on the fly, in an instant, as they occur, either during a practice, during a game, or in my case, they always seem to break right before they get on the ice. Every one of these things in here, I've needed at one time or another. So let me go through and show you what I call the emergency ringside repair kit. You got a flat head and a Phillips head because most of the things here have a flat head on one side and a Phillips head on the other. These little snub nose screwdrivers, relatively cheap, get them on sale for a couple bucks, just come in handy so many different ways. A multi-tool, you can see that this one actually has backup Phillips head, screwdrivers, a bottle opener in case you really need it, a little file here, and a wrench because sometimes you just need a little pair of pliers to hold something together, so that's really handy. These are child scissors. The reason why is because they have kind of a snub nose on them and they're not going to puncture the bag. This happens to be Fiskars and they're very sharp and they're great for cutting tape, strings, or anything that kind of sticks down right here on the gloves, things like that. This is a cut off toothbrush. You would be amazed at how many times you just need to clean something out, whether it's get ice off of something or get dirt. If they're playing soccer or playing lacrosse, you just never know. Now, this is the whole reason why I decided to make this emergency repair kit. Because last night, as my hockey player was getting on the ice, guess what? This thing failed. And I'll post up there a whole bunch of different ways that you can repair this on the fly, and I'll talk a little bit about some of those things here in the kit. So I actually have one battle spare left that I'm going to put in here in this Altoids box. Everything in this Altoids box, and it doesn't have to be Altoids, but it's strong, so it protects it and it keeps it right handy, ready to go. So if you're lucky enough, in my case I wasn't, but if you're lucky enough that you have this piece and this comes off, then there's a couple things you can do to solve this problem. You can take these cable ties and you put one on one side, one on the other side, cinch them up really tight, and then you can just cut it off. Boom, you're ready for practice or ready for the game or what have you. The other thing you can do, these screws come in real handy. They're number 6, 32 and 3/8 inch long. Now they're a little too long, but I'll tell you what I do on this case. Just a matter of time, I'm telling you. Then you put this here on this side, you get one of these little nuts, cinch it down really tight using your little tool set here, put it on, and it clips and is ready to go, and just pops right off when you need it. So that works really well on the fly. Keyring, you would be surprised how many times you need a keyring, and that goes also for this little black clip. Sometimes you just need to hold things together. It can be an improvised clamp. It's also real helpful if you're outside and you're away from home and you might just want to have two things together, or you just need a keyring. Take one of these guys off here and poke at something and clean it out. I carry super glue in all of my emergency kits because it's easy, it's a quick fix, and it takes 30 seconds to bond. So it works great. Safety pins. You just never know when you might need a couple safety pins. So I have those, and they kind of weigh virtually nothing and take little space. Here you can see all these little things that I have from various sets. When you buy helmets, sometimes you get extra nuts in both sets, and keep all those things in here in the Altoids container. And then just a pair of tweezers. You just never know when you're going to need something like that. And then here's a little bit of bonus. Some band-aids, a rubber band, flossers. Not the person who's going on the ice or going on to the field and lacrosse is going to be flossing their teeth, but this little pick here helps get into little nooks and crannies in gear, and maybe even cleaned out cleats, things like that. So I always have some of those along with a little file. You just never know when you might need something like that. Here's the complete kit. Let me put it back in. Like this. I'll fold that guy down. Close that up. I put strips of duct tape. You can use whatever color you want. I've always found that this is helpful in a lot of different circumstances that you don't realize until you really need it. And you can put it on the front too if you really want it. I don't use a bigger container. I use a plastic bag because it's flexible. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. This is a quart freezer bag. It's a little thicker. And there you go. Ringside, field side, emergency repair kit. Costs around $15, maybe less if you have all these things. But I tell you what, you'll thank yourself that you made one of these, because invariably, when you really need something, the pro shop's not going to be open, or if you're on the field, you have to go to a store and the practice is starting, the game is starting, and you need it now. This solves all your problems. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you like sports builds and designs, cosplay, home repairs, making and breaking things, designs on all sorts of different things, check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what you're going to see.